Hello from wherever you are watching us from. My name is Div and this is Div Media. President William Ruto intervenes in the fuel crisis. Is the government finally listening, or is this just another political band-aid? After days of nationwide protests, transport paralysis and intense public outrage, President Ruto has officially broken his silence on Kenya's record high fuel prices. In an unexpected address from State House Mombasa, the president just announced a fresh intervention.
I have directed that in the pricing cycle, next pricing cycle, we are going to further reduce the price of diesel by a further 10 shillings for the June-July cycle to help stabilize pump prices and provide additional relief to consumers.
But will it be enough to stop the bleeding? Let's backtrack a bit. Just days ago, the Energy and Petroleum Regulatory Authority dropped a bombshell. They pushed diesel prices to a staggering historic high of over 242 shillings a litre and super petrol to 214 shillings. The backlash was instant. Matatu operators went on strike, bonfires lit up the streets, and the country practically came to a standstill. Even though EPRA hurriedly tried to slice 10 shillings off diesel a few days later, they sneakily raised kerosene by over 38 shillings, sparking even more fury from Kenyans who felt they were being played. With the pressure mounting, President William Ruto stepped up to the podium. He announced that diesel prices will be slashed by another 10 shillings per litre in the coming June-July pricing cycle. The president defended his administration, stating that these extreme hikes are heavily driven by global market shocks and Middle East tensions.
I know there are those who are trying to turn this global crisis into politics. People seeking to exploit public pain for political gain, making reckless claims and pretending there are easy options. But leadership requires honesty, not political opportunism or playing populist politics. The reality is that no country can completely escape the global oil shock of this magnitude. Even advanced economies with far greater financial resources than Kenya are facing similar challenges. There are those asking government to remove all taxes and levies on fuel immediately. But we must ask ourselves honestly, if we stop collecting these revenues entirely, what public services shall we stop funding? Do we go back to the spectacle of stalled road projects that had become a hallmark across our country? Do we stop the fertilizer subsidy that is enhancing food security? Do we cut the security budget that helps us secure our borders, combat criminal gangs, and protect citizens? Surely, our hospitals and schools must continue to function, and we must continue to fund them.
However, he promised that the government is actively using targeted fiscal measures and subsidies to caution citizens from total economic collapse. But here is the big question. Is the 10 shilling drop enough when taxes and levies still make nearly 50% of what we pay at the pump? Manufacturers are warning that the cost of production is still too high, and the public remains skeptical. Critics are quick to point out the sharp contrast between Ruto's past campaign promises of lowering the cost of living and the current reality of record-breaking pump prices. What do you think? Is this latest price reduction a genuine relief for the Kenyan hustler, or is it too little, too late? Drop your thoughts and comments below. Don't forget to subscribe. Click that like button and subscribe to this channel for more updates. Goodbye. See you in the next video.